Hello, I'm making this video to show you how to make changes to my editable PDF files. First, make sure you have the latest version of Adobe Acrobat Reader installed on your computer. In case you don't, I'll add links in the video notes. So we're going to open up the software. For me, that's double-clicking it. For you, it may be something else. We're going to File, Open, and go to our editable PDF. And that brings us into the Document tab, which wasn't there until we brought the document in. You just had Home and Tools, but you'll also have Document, and that's where you want to be. Okay, if you'll notice, there are blue highlighted areas in this editable PDF. Those are the text fields that can be changed. If you click on your Tab button, you can move from field to field. And then you can just type right over the words. Let's say we want to change the word table to reserved. You can see the whole word will not fit in there because that field is only so large. So if you wanted to be able to make this say reserved table instead of, and be able to see that whole thing, I'm going to highlight it, click on it, highlight it, and we're going to be bringing up the Properties toolbar. To do that, if you're on a PC, you'll do Control-E. If you're on a Mac, it'll be Command-E, and we'll give it just a minute. You can see the little wheel spinning. And there's the Properties toolbar. So you can see right now this particular font, and font, I always use the word font, but it also means type style. Playfair Display SC is the type style, and it's a size 38 point. You can click your drop-down menu here and make it a little smaller. Now click back in there and finish typing. You see that's a capital, so I've got my caps lock on. I took that off. And we just typed right in there. Now if I tab to the next, Table 1. Now if I wanted this to be the same, this field over here to look the same as this field, I could drag and highlight over it, and Control-C on a PC, Command-C to copy it on a Mac. Go over to this field and Control-V or Command-V, depending on which computer you're on. If you're on a PC, it's Control, to paste it in. Or we could even just go File and then Paste. I'm assuming this, yeah. Oh, excuse me, Edit Paste. All right, there's other things you can do as well as typing over the words and numbers. If you'll notice in this toolbar, you can change color. You can change positioning. Now, you do need to be highlighted on it in order to see the changes. And I'm going to change that color, but until I get off of the highlighting, until I click away, you won't see that pink color. I'm going to go back to the center with the alignment. And let's say we would like to change the type style to Poster Boy. Oh, I didn't have it highlighted, did I? It didn't allow me to do that for some reason. So let's see, Poster Boy. Nope, it's not going to let me do it. Let's pick something else. Yeah, it could be the Poster Boy might be a font that is just not going to work in this area, this text area for some reason. Maybe because the type is, let's try dropping the size to something smaller and see if Poster Boy will work. Bear with me while I do this. Yes, that was the problem on that. And it's good to show you these kinds of things. That particular type style is kind of wide and spread. So it wasn't fitting, and that was why the computer was not allowing me to do it. I dropped the type size, and then it let me make the change. All right. You can explore these other things that are on the toolbar. There will be a little tip there that's for bold. If the font has a bold option, not all fonts will have an option for bolding, italics, underlining, and you can just follow the little tool tips and you'll see, just explore all this. This is strike through and so forth. You can also go over here and click the More button, and that's going to kind of give you another way to look at all this information. It's pretty much the same thing that you're going to find over in the toolbar, except there are a few little extra goodies that are nice. If you're somebody that wants to make their type a particular RGB color code, and you know that code, you can enter that information right there and get a precise shade that you're looking for. And you can go out into the internet there and find a lot of sites. Color Lovers is one of them, and I can put a link in the notes as well for their site, and find those color codes and enter them, and they are called RGB color codes. So that's kind of fun. It will also allow you to just use the color wheel. Now you'll notice nothing's happening because I don't have it selected. The editable area would need to be selected. Okay, and then this is just a list of colors and another way to look at colors with a box of crayons illustrated. All right, I'm going to close that off. And we'll make this color, let's just say we decided we want to do something different. I'll go over to my crayons here and pick out this little peach color here for fun, or called cantaloupe, whatever it is, and close out. And you'll notice when I click away, that color's there. It's a little hard to look at it with it highlighted. You click on it, you can see it, the cursor blinking. That means you're in the field, and you could backspace and type something else. Every PDF will be different as far as whether you'll be able to do multiple lines or just enter one line. This particular one is set up to enter just one line, one for the table or one for the word, whatever you're going to put in that one space, like here, and one for the number area. And the reason that was set up that way is that keeps it centered. If I had allowed someone to do a multiple line, it wouldn't be centered. It would be up too high, and that would be rather confusing. Anyway, I did want to touch on one more thing, and that is the fact that some fonts are not, they have licensing restrictions. So you may or may not be able to use them. Let's see if I can find one. That one went okay. Let me find one of the commercial. If you have a font that's a commercial font, it may not allow you to use it. No, that one did. Anyway, you may come across that. I'm not finding one just right at my fingertips here. Here we go. This font, Macaroons, is one that I purchased. And you'll notice it says the selected font can't be embedded in the PDF because of licensing restrictions. So you may see that with a particular font. I will put a link in the notes to Font Squirrel. Font Squirrel has a lot of great fonts that will allow you to use them. So I will put those links in there. Okay, I don't want to make this video too long. So, and you can hear there's a storm out there, so I probably need to get off the computer. So I hope this video helped, and you can always ask me questions. after I finished recording that information about editing a PDF file, I realized I had not covered the printing aspect of it. So let's do that. If you're finished making all of your edits and you're happy with what you've got, let's fix this one. I'm not happy with it, so I'm gonna copy and paste it and right over to the other, so they're the same. Now it did not take on the color, so let's make the change to black. All right, now they're the same, and I'm going to have table 1 and table 2 to be the reserved tables. So to print this file, do use the print icon, or Control P, Command P would be a shortcut. You want to be sure that you're not printing from a print preview. Print preview is not going to give you the quality. You also want to set your printer up for printing. Don't just click the print button here. Go ahead and go over to page setup. And if you'll notice, at this point, it's formatted for any printer. You want it to be formatted for your printer. So that's my printer right there. In this case, it is leather. It's horizontal, but mine is going to let me, it's just automatically it's going to select. If yours doesn't, you would click that button, which is for horizontal. That's portrait, that's landscape. You also want to check, in this particular case I'm printing all pages, it's just one page. You also want to check that it says actual size, not fit or shrink. And of course, as I said, mine has an auto portrait feature, auto portrait / landscape feature. Now, we're still not ready to hit the print button. We gotta go over here to the next button that says printer. We want to make sure that we have selected the correct paper. If you have photo paper, I actually like to go down and get my more advanced features. For me, it would be this little drop-down button underneath pages. It gives me access to my paper type and quality, and it gives me more choices. In this case, if I wanted if I had some photo paper, I could actually go over here and select the matte HP Everyday paper. I do want the quality to be best. In my case, you certainly don't want draft. You could do max DPI if you've got that on your, if you've got that as a choice. But best will probably work okay for you. Max DPI will give you the absolute maximum that your printer will let you have, but it's certainly going to put down more ink, and it may take longer to print. You could try it though and see how if you have that as an option, see if you like that. And now you're ready to hit the print button. Okay, that was all I really wanted to say. Wanted to make sure you realized, and of course you can see mine says low ink, so I probably need to change the cartridge before I print. That's another thing you're going to want to think about. If you're getting poor print quality, make sure you've got your cartridge is full, and then also make sure that it's not, you don't have a dirty print head. You may have to run a cleaning cycle on your printer to get the best quality. Okay, that's it. Thanks.